and welcome back to TEFL Live. Let's go ahead and get into our last game of the season, the very, very last game of the season, the 2013 Savannah Bowl Championship. We have the Tigers versus the Titans. That game is going on at River City Christian Academy, 5810 Blanco Road. Gentlemen, let's go ahead and jump into this game because this is a rematch of last year's championship game. And the Tigers, again, they went undefeated again this year. And the Titans, they struggled a little bit, but they did win their last playoff game to get here, and they look pretty good, and they look healthy now. So let's go ahead and start on the offensive side of the ball. The Tigers. Sheridan, what do you see out of the Tigers that they can do to run away with this game?
Well, quarterback play has been a big thing. Man, number 6 has done good all year long. Offensively, they have a lot of weapons. They got number 21 at running back, number 22 at running back, and number 23 at running back. They spread the ball around. They throw the ball down the field to number 80. They also get number 21 on the wheel route. Tigers watch the wheel route. Titans watch the wheel route, I'm telling y'all right now. And they're efficient. The number one thing they got on the Titans is they're going to expose the Titans' cornerbacks all game long. Unless number 10 has got to move out to cornerback, then they're going to expose you guys on the inside. That's going to be it. I'm going to make my pick right now. I know it's a little bit early, but I said it's going to be the Tigers. It's not even going to be close, fellas.
Marcel, now, he said it's not going to be close. Give me your prediction. What do you see the Tigers doing on offense that can hurt the Titans' defense?
Passing over the top. I think the Titans' corners, not taking anything away from them, but they haven't really been tested all season. So I think them scoring quick and trying to take shots downfield would probably be their best bet. I mean, but I know Mark, he's going to run what he runs all season. That's the type of coach he is. He's going to stick to his game plan and run. It's been proficient all season, so that's what he's going to do. But as far as trying to expose them, I think that's what they should do. Because they haven't been tested, so their linebackers and rushers have been the staple of their defense all season. They know they're solid, but the corners, we don't know how legit their corners are because they haven't really been tested. They really haven't had to, make too many plays. They'll come in and make a tackle here. That we know they can tackle, but how good can they actually cover?
That's true. Now he talked about the DBs. What can the DBs do that they haven't done all season to cover these to cover these Tigers receivers?
They have to play a little bit better technique. The problem with the Titans DBs technique, and it's a technique that I hate, they play the sideways stance with outside leverage. It's lazy and it gives away a lot of routes, and that's the way you guys play it, and that's what's going to be given up. Their safety, and he's okay. I mean, he's about my size, and he's okay. They run pretty much a cover 3, and I've seen them move into a little bit of a cover 2 every once in a while. They put number 10 wherever y'all are getting hurt at. Put number 10 there, but that's going to open up other holes. But number 10 needs to be the guy that y'all go to. The corners, I haven't been impressed with you guys all year, but of course you got the last time you played the Bucks before the playoff game, you guys got exposed. They threw all over them, didn't they? They threw all over those guys. Yeah, it happened, and that's what the Bucks just running around throwing the balls with their eyes closed, because that's how the Bucks run their offense.
Now we talked about the Tigers' offense, Titans' defense. Tell me, what do the Titans have to do in order to sustain a good drive in this game with the Tigers having such a good defense?
Keep the Tigers off the field. They need a healthy dose of L. Just clock management. If they can manage the clock, then they have a legitimate chance. It's no question the Tigers' offense is the best in the league. No question, most explosive, most athletic, probably the fastest too. Bucks could probably be in that discussion, but overall, right now, they're the best. Obviously, they showed that they didn't lose. Ball control. That's what you do when you're playing like a dynamic offense. Ball control. Keep them off the field. 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 You do that by running the ball. Milk the clock.
I hear you sighing over here a little bit.
I'm sighing because one, you have to have to milk the clock. You have to have offensive proficiency. The Titans' defense is their strong point. I mean, really, this last game they won 19-0. The defense scored 2 of the 3 touchdowns, so they might want their defense on the field a little bit more than they want.
I mean, I don't know if you want the Tigers' offense on the field like that. You know that
I wouldn't.
That's deadly right there. I mean, because they've proven that they can move the ball consistently on each and every team in this league. So I mean, to have them on the field.
What I'm saying is the Titans have to be able to move the ball, which means they're gonna have to be patient. Who are they gonna throw to? There's no one to throw to. They're gonna run with Ellis. You know, where they're gonna run for 4 yards at a time. They're gonna become impatient. They're gonna want to throw the ball, and that's when they're gonna have problems. And that's when
it's a
drives
championship game, though. Like, I don't care about patience or what you want to do. Right now, it's all about them trying to get a win. This is about the championship. Like, you have to be patient now. Mm-hmm. All that, I want to get the W. It's you know, I'm worried about stats. I'm worried about this. That's all I'm doing now. It's about the championship. So you do what you have to do to win that trophy. So
you think they can just hand the ball to L? He's gonna get 4 or 5 yards and break big runs.
Not every time. I mean, they're gonna short dump offs too. Like, they're gonna have to do something, but they need to know the clock.
It's not gonna work. It's just not gonna happen.
It can work. Like, if not saying it will happen, but if they can milk the clock, they have a chance. I'm not saying I picked the Tigers to win. I said at the beginning of the season I'm sticking by that, but I don't want to see a blowout. And I think if they can milk the clock, establish a legit running game, and keep the Tigers' offense off the field, they can make a game out of it.
Here's 2 questions. Is L healthy enough now to run the ball like that? And do the Titans have the O-line to run the ball like that?
I don't know about the O-line, but I think L is healthy enough. He looked good out there. The Bucks, their rushers and linebackers are pretty good. Mm-hmm. They struggle more in their secondary, and they were running on him. And I mean, L didn't have to do too much because the defense. I mean, it's no secret the Bucks offense has been abysmal all season.
Okay.
So you know, it's I'm not surprised that they let go outside of Carlos. They let go Silk, which was, in my opinion, one of the best quarterbacks, you know, in the league.
I agree.
They let him go, so they're out there playing some backyard crap. I mean, not taking that away from the Titans' defense and their defensive plays, but L didn't really have to do much, and the Titans' defense was handed. They were a couple of gimmies. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I really feel like if they can. If they work on that in practice, they understand. They all know that the Tigers are dynamic. They can, I believe, and are healthy enough, because when L got the ball, he looked great.
Yeah.
Like he didn't look. He wasn't limping even after big runs, bruising runs. He hopped up quick, and after almost every game this season, he played his heart out. After every game, though, damn near, he was always limping. He was sore afterwards.
Right.
After this game, I didn't see him. He didn't look banged up, sore, nothing at all after this game. So, like, I think he can. I think he's healthy enough to carry the load.
No team in this league yet has been able to establish the run enough in any game for it to make that much of a difference. In the end, you need to run the ball a little bit, and you're going to have to make some plays in the passing game if you want to win the game. The Tigers have run the ball well, but when they've broken open games and they've made plays, it's been in the passing game. The Tigers. And the Titans, when they've scored points, it's been in the passing game. They've run the ball, you know, we talked about it earlier. L's good. L can run, he can do all kinds of things. He's just not going to be able to run the ball consistently enough to win them the game. It's just not going to happen. We just said
they have to make other plays, but L running the ball is mainly to wear down the Tigers' defense and to keep their offense off the field. I agree with you to a certain extent. They have to make a play in the passing game. Rick is going to have to win the game. L is going to keep them in the game. Rick is going to have to make a play to win the game.
Who wins the turnover battle? Because if you look at it, if the Titans can force some turnovers, get the ball back,
which I really believe they can,
and play into, like you said, ball control throughout the game with those turnovers, then I think it can really maximize their opportunity to win this game. However, if they don't create turnovers, then their opportunities are limited, of course.
Exactly.
Who's gonna win the turnover battle? I mean, the Tigers' offense is more efficient, so I want to go with the Tigers are going to win the turnover battle because they don't turn the ball over.
But the Tigers, they have turned the ball over a lot this year. More than, I don't want to say a lot, but they've turned it over more than they have in the last few years.
No, that's a lot.
Okay.
Did Kelly even throw an interception last year?
No,
it was no more than 2.
Yeah.
If that.
You can count them on one hand how many turnovers he had.
For sure. So this year they definitely had a lot more turnovers than last year. Interceptions and even fumbles, I think. But even just taking the interceptions into account, like, that's enough. But I honestly think whoever wins the turnover battle, like, I'm still sticking with my pick. I picked the Tigers. But if the Titans win the turnover battle, they very well could win the game.
Okay.
Because when they force turnovers, they score.
Is special teams going to be a huge difference in this game?
Special teams is always a huge difference, but both of them. The thing is, remember the Titans early in the season and their special teams hasn't been out as much on the field much lately. I feel like it's going to be on the field a little bit more. Remember their punt team; they couldn't get a snap to the punter early in the season. Has that changed? Again, they haven't been punting as much lately, but they've been playing a lot lesser teams. I feel like special teams will play a part, and it's gonna be the Titans messing up on the punt team. It's been that, and that's gonna come down to be a crucial play.
Are you picking the Titans? Are you picking the Tigers in just a complete blowout? Like it's not even gonna be close from start to end.
I think it might be close early, but I think late it gets blown over. I don't think that the Titans' offense is there. I don't think they're improved enough from the start of the season to really make those plays. L being healthier now, I haven't seen him make the type of plays that he needs to make to win the game, and I just don't see their passing game being able to make those plays. And I see 3-and-outs, a lot of them, and I see them not being able to control the clock. All it takes is L to get. You want to control the clock. All it takes is L to get tackled on first down at the line of scrimmage, and then their ball control, that so-called ball control that you guys are talking about. Oh, smack! It's what now? It's 2nd and 10. The ball control's thrown out the window now, and it's gonna get to that, and then they're gonna be off the field, and they're not gonna be able to keep it. They're not gonna be able to move the ball, in my opinion, enough to make it a game.
How much of a blowout is this, or do you predict a blowout?
I don't think it's gonna be a blowout, and even them winning by 2 scores, and if the final score looks like a blowout, it's not gonna be a blowout. I believe it's gonna be a good game through at least the first 3 quarters.
Okay.
Maybe even into the 4th quarter.
If it looks like a blowout, but it's not going to. I love when people say that the game is closer than the score said. I like that.
I'm saying but I also, what kills me about people when they see the final score like, oh, it's a blowout. If you're down by a score or 2 at the end of the game, and it's like at the very end of the game, so obviously you're forced to pass, and you throw a pick 6, boom, you come back down, you're trying to make a play, doing too much on special teams, fumble the ball, you're running back, boom, you're down by an additional 14 points. That looks like a blowout, but it definitely was not a blowout.
Yeah, I feel you on that one.
So that's what I'm saying, like something like that, being down and being forced to do something out of the ordinary, and the other team scoring on a turnover or something like that. But I don't really think it's going to be like any of the games yesterday, because both of these teams dominated yesterday.
Yeah.
Like it was no question. I don't think it'll be total domination like that, unless they get out there, the Titans get out there and try some off the wall crap. But if they do what's been working for them all season, and they're healthy too. Like we don't really know how good their offense is because they've been banged up all season from the very beginning. And this month layoff, they look like a rejuvenated team.
That they did. We're gonna go ahead and take a quick break. We're gonna get you guys scores and predictions right after we take this break and talk to one of the Titans players who is playing in this championship game. We're gonna talk to BJ Gonzalez, and we'll be back with